Offseason number 3. This is episode 0. Basically the offseason videos. So, here's a look back at our players that are leaving us this year. Colston Loveland, first round pick. Kenneth Grant, first round pick. Barham's going to be a 4th round pick. We're right around there. Zavada leaves. Orgy leaves. We'll lose a lot this year. This team's going to be very different going into next year. Jaden Davis is staying. But right now, transfer portal. We'll take a look at the draft results here soon. But Michigan football is back, baby. So, here you're seeing our recruiting. Right, so recruiting. Seeing our recruiting right here. We're gonna go after some transfer portal targets. But after we get through these guys, so you see our recruiting style that we use here, that I use normally. So, Cornelius Johnson, we're gonna add you. We're gonna add Coffee, add Freeman, add Tate. Add Bellamy. So we right now have the 19th ranked recruiting class in the nation. Their signing day was today. So right now you look at look at our targets out of the transfer portal. Hopefully we can send the next week, see if we got most of them, and be happy. And it's going to be a new season going into next year. So, quarterbacks. Let's see if we can get Harrison out of Ball State. I don't want to go after Haley here. Parkey and Kobe. So right now, so right there's our recruiting class that we're going to go after this year. So let's sim to next week, see how. First, let's take a look at our draft results, see who we got drafted. So Barham went around earlier than everybody expected, but Loveland and Grant both went to first. Okay. So let's add a few more guys here. So right now we look at how next season looks. I do not have a schedule for the 2026 season just yet, but I would think that Michigan football is going to be in a great place next year. Going into next year, we have a lot of guys coming in, and as you see, we are keep on recruiting guys. So right now, Michigan. We'll do a spring practice in this episode as well. And we'll just run through a quick couple of plays, new team, see what's going on, and see how everything works out. Still add a couple more guys to that to the board. Add Richardson to the board. Right now, the Michigan football, I think, is in a great place. Like I said, I think we're in a great place. Yes, we had a down year last year, but that was last year. We still beat Ohio State. We destroyed Ohio State, first of all. Destroying the rivals, always fun. Beating up on Michigan State, always fun. Beating up on, we didn't beat Northwestern. Had a couple games in there that could be considered instant classics. Obviously our game against Northwestern, our game against USC was a good one. There's our first commit. Kerry Brooking out of Detroit, Michigan, commits to the University of Michigan. We're going to lose Donelius and Scruggs. But as we look forward to the next football season, we look forward to this next football season. I am so excited to play more games, get more videos out for you all. So this game has Isaac McBath commits, David Coffey commits, Jamal Haley. We just got 3 big commits out of here. Still working on Deleon Freeman. Bellamy and Richardson both went to Penn State. Okay. Well, that's fine. Harrison, we have deal breakers. Keep him on 4 because it's first. We're getting a lot of guys on. Let's take a look at some of the other transfer portal guys. If there are any good guys left in the portal. There are not. We can go after Lorenzo. Let's take Lewis out of Michigan State. Actually, you guys even want to come to Michigan? If you don't want to come to school. Williams, you're going to get a better education. Over here, rather than go playing football at that other school. We can't even call little brother by the name. We've won 4 in a row against them. Just finally got our first win again over Ohio State. Excited. Love beating up on Ohio State. Hopefully we can do it again this year in Columbus this time. And personally, next week we'll get a... Well, we won't get a look at the schedule, but we will get a look at some of the... how these guys, if we get them, play, how their base overalls are. So, obviously we're probably going to have a lot of guys coming to Michigan. I took what was left of the 3 stars on the prospect board. Frederick Saylor came to Michigan. Dwayne Ford, the big halfback out of San Antonio. And we lost everybody else. So those 2 from Michigan State didn't want to come. Well, we did get Chase Harris and Isaac McBath. So we did get those 2. See, I thought I'd get them. But I still did get them. 22 prospects, top classes. The Big Ten, we were 18th in the country. So, that's fine. We're good. Let's take a look at some position changes that we can make. Don't have any. Savage, kicker, freshman. There's our helmet. But we're gonna have a good team, hopefully. We'll get through the off-season here. Training results next week. Personally, I think this football team, we improved a lot. Quarterback room, Davis is probably going to start. Galipo's looking pretty good. Q Beach is going to be fun to play with. Sherfield and Denegal, and then of course we have the freshmen, Harrison and McBath, the transfers that we got. This one's going to be fun. I think I'm going to start Benjamin Hall. He does look pretty good as a freshman. Gabe Branco. Somali Morgan. Nobody went up over here. Akachiu. Brady Prescorn's going to be our starter. Zach Marshall. And Hogan Hansen. Here you're getting a look at some of the offensive linemen. Over on our defense, Brandt and Lugard, Pierce, Sullivan, Curtis, Jair Hill, the senior, the free safety Jeremiah McCluster, Brandon Hillman, and our two punters. So those were the training results. Let's go to next week. We're going to get through this off-season in this episode. Encourage transfers. I'm still under the... So we're good. Not moving anybody out of the conference. I'll wait to get 23. So right now, the Michigan Wolverine offense looking pretty good. Doing our defense. Defense is the higher the two rated guys, two rated units. So this year, 2026, we start off against Western Michigan at home, who went 5-7 last year. Got all 5 wins in the MAC though. We play Oklahoma, which we might change a couple of these games around. We have to play UCLA. That's going to be a fun one. Then Penn State at home. We go to Rutgers. To Oregon. That one we might lose. We go to Minnesota. That could be a tough one. We get Iowa. That's going to be good. Michigan State at home. Indiana at home. Of course, we go down to the city of the South in Columbus. We play Ohio State at the end of the year. We'll see. Instead of opening up against Western Michigan, we're going to get us a... I'll keep the Western Michigan game. We're going to put, instead of UTEP, we'll play the Pandas. So, we'll get an easy one right before we start our Big Ten play against UCLA. So, that was our schedule. So, change. Let's set up our recruiting board. How I normally do this is I sort by interest. I grab team needs first. So that right there. How we do this is we go scout. Scout all the way down. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Stephen Hurley. Insta commit. Heck yeah. We scouted him first. Alright, let's go. We're going to go through recruiting process with all these guys. But to have that one guy Insta already is an amazing sign. Obviously, we're going to add a lot of talent to this team if we get everybody we want. These 35 guys. So, I think going into our first game, we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be, we're gonna have a good season, I believe. I think the ceiling is like maybe 11-1. I don't know. I think we lose that game against Oregon. It's in Oregon. Maybe 10-2. We lose in Columbus. Come back in 27 and kick their butt again in Ann Arbor, but we'll have to wait and see. Because Michigan, we are fighting a lot of gems. It's about 35 guys. I mean, obviously, finding a lot of gems is a good thing. So, we go in, offer everybody a scholarship. See if any new instas. Alright, so we got one. Good thing right now is that we have, in all technicality, we have the #1 recruit. There's our second guy, Josh Sharping. Algier and Dora. And we offered Brad again. Scholarship. So, right now, that was our recruiting class. We'll see ya. First episode of season number 3 from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Simulating the 2026 preseason. Man, I'm ready for football. I'm ready to play some more football. Starting in 2026. Simulate the bye week. Top stories: Ohio State plays Texas. Going into week 1. Be our next episode. This is going to be some fun gameplay. We're going to have a lot of fun here in the future. We start the season against Western Michigan, who's already 0-1. So let's take a look at our top 25 going into week 1. Bama, Georgia, USC, Oregon, and LSU top 5. We're 13th in the country. Ohio State got that huge win against Texas. Let's see the final score of that game. There are a lot more week 0 games this year. (42-36) over Texas. Ohio State beat them. So, what that means for us is that, hey, we start off easy. We play Western Michigan at home. let's get started. 2026. We'll see you for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.